Burton here. I figured I'd cover something as I'm building this. So you're going to have these I'm going to call them pole connectors, where you'll have a tube, maybe it's a tube connector, and some type of pin. You'll have them on your J1772 connectors. There's 3 of them. And earlier I soldered these because I don't have a crimper. So I'm going to show you how I soldered them. And I'm going to attempt to hold the camera with my legs here so I can use both hands. So what you're going to need a torch or some high heat source. I'm using a torch. You'll see why in a second. You might want some flux. You might not. You could probably do it without flux. You need solder. Pretty much any solder is going to work as long as it can fit inside this tube. And then I'm using vice grips just to hold the thing. And obviously you're going to need your wire. And it needs to already be cut and spun with your fingers so that it doesn't fray when you go to stick it in. So let's try this. It'll probably take a couple minutes. Let me balance this real quick. See if I can get it stable. Okay, now the trick is going to be doing this so that you can see it. So we have a torch. We're going to take our piece here. We're going to adjust the vice grips down so that they'll grab onto this. So, there we go. You don't want it to be too tight because you don't want to deform it. It's aluminum. What we're going to do is we're going to heat this up. Doesn't take much with aluminum. Then we're just going to dip this down in the center. Once it gets hot enough, it'll actually start to melt. There we go. That's how you know if you got it hot enough or not. The idea is we're going to pull this up inside of this connector. Let me put the span on behind me. Ah, there we go. Okay. You're going to get to a point, and I'll show you here in a second, where it'll start to bubble flux towards the surface. So we're at that point. You see that there's a little bit of flux towards the surface there. What you want to do is get a towel, dab it off. If you can't dab it off, add more solder until it peaks. Now if you just keep this on here, the flux will actually burn, and you don't want that. You'll know when you're doing it because it'll actually create a fire. Alright, so we're getting close here. We're only about halfway down. See how it just burned there? That's the flux burning. That's how you know you're getting close. Okay, so we're close. We have, you can kind of see the tip. We'll grab this light source here. You see the tip is pretty full. So then what we're going to do, get this light source to stay, is we're going to dab off the extra flux that's just sitting on top. And then we're going to start heating up the wire. So what I like to do is pre-twist the wire. And then the way I tell if it's hot enough is I just get the solder out. And I'll dab the solder on it. And when the solder starts to melt and seep into the wire, I know it's hot enough. The idea is you don't want a cold solder to happen. You need both objects to be about the same temperature. I'm going to turn this away so it doesn't get as much of the fan action going on here. So I'm going to dab it towards the top. See if it'll melt. Right, so it's melted. You can't see that, but I can. And it's going into the wire. So now I'm going to grab both of them and heat them both up at the same time. And then I'm just going to combine them. Maybe. Heat it up some more here. There we go. So we're dripping out the top, that's fine. When you get to this point, you want to just hold it there. If you have the fan next to you, You can hit it with the fan. I'm going to put it over here to hit the fan. And just put it down on the ground. Let it cool completely. And once it's cooled completely, you'll have a complete solder of your pin. You won't have to worry about crimping it with the 4-way crimper if you don't have one. 4-way crimper is not expensive. It's just that I don't have time to get one, and I need this done this weekend. So now I'm pulling, and you can't pull this apart. I'm going to chip off the extra bits of solder here and clean this off with all the flux that's built up on it, and it'll be good to go. And it's solid. So that's how you solder a tube connector to a what is this? This is a Turgini wire, I think. Turbini wire. It's one of those flexi wires where it's got like 1,000 little itty bitty strands, and it makes it really flexible. So this is 10 gauge, believe it or not, and it's like spaghetti. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. If not, good luck.